Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grand Finals presentation of the 2020-21 FedEx Express JA International Trade Challenge, ITC Asia Pacific Finals. Organized by JA Asia Pacific and supported by FedEx Express for the 14th consecutive year since 2007. Due to the global pandemic, the 2020-21 ITC is a completely new experience for our regional finalists. 100% online and no more geographical boundaries for collaborations. Thanks for the partnership and unwavering support from FedEx Express. ITC has developed over 28,000 young entrepreneurs in the Asia-Pacific region since 2007. Before we start the grand final presentation this afternoon, here is a quick recap of the ITC Asia-Pacific Finals journey so far. Our 52 Asia-Pacific finalists from 9 Asia-Pacific markets met and get to know each other virtually through fun ice-breaking activities before the start of the competition last week. The students were mixed, completely random, to form 26 ITC finalist teams and embarked on an intense peak performance simulation game to build trust and rapport as they strategize and collaborate to work their way up Mount Everest. With the guidance from our dedicated FedEx facilitators, all our 26 ITC Asia-Pacific finalist teams have worked very hard on their market entry strategy plans in the last 3 days and presented their business plans to our judge in the first round presentation this morning. The 6 grand finalist teams were announced just a little bit more than an hour ago and will present their market entry strategies to our grand final judges in just a moment. All of us, including the judges, have been very impressed by the talent, creativity, devotion, and resilience of our Asia-Pacific finalists. Once again, well done, students. We are so proud of your achievements. Let us put our hands together for a job well done. Before the grand final presentations, let's meet our 2020-21 ITC Grand Finalist Teams live in the order of their presentation order at the Grand Finals presentations that is about to start. So now let's go to our first team, Team Pi. Hi, Team Pi.
Hi.
Hello.
Now let's go to our second team, Asian Invasion.
Hello.
Hi, team. Now
Hello.
let's go to our third team, the Breakfast Club.
Hi.
Hi. And now let's go to our fourth team, Team Summit.
Hello.
Hi, team. And now let's go to our fifth team, Team Lumos. Hi, team.
Hi.
And finally, to our sixth grand finals team, the Viennese Medicals. Hi, team. Well done, teams. All the best with your upcoming grand final presentations. May I now introduce our honorable judging panels for today's grand final presentation. Coming from diverse backgrounds and locations, including Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, and the Philippines, our judging panel has sure taken on a very challenging job. So let us welcome them. First, let's go to Darius Yun, founder of Zhongyi Investment Managers. Hi, Darius. Next, let's go to Jenny Kwang from JCO.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jenny. Next, let's go to Mr. Nathan Munusamy, co-founder of Money Match. Hi, Nathan.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
And finally, to Mr. Neptune Factor, founder and CEO of Easy Fulfill Inc. Once again, thanks to all our grand final judges. Before we begin the grand final presentation, we would like to remind all presenting grand finalist teams on some important rules of the competition. Each team will have 7 minutes to present. There will be a countdown clock on the top right corner of the screen to prompt teams on time left for your presentation. Please start your presentation only after you hear the start signal from me, which is you may start your presentation now. There will be a 2-minute Q&A session with the judges. Note that the time allocated is for students' answers only. The grand final presentation of the 2020-21 FedEx Express JA International Trade Challenge Asia Pacific Finals will now begin. Firstly, our first grand finalist team presenting is Team Pi. Now, before we go to their presentation, let's get to know the team a little bit more as we share what the team members would hope to be in 10 years from now. Poramat from Thailand would want to own his own company, and Isa from Japan would like to conduct business around the world to improve people's lives. Now, we will first invite our presenting team, Team Pi, to share their presentation screen, video, and unmute themselves. Okay, now, judges, can you please give us a thumbs up when you're ready? Team Pi, can you give us a thumbs up when you're ready? Team Pi, you may now start your presentation.
Good afternoon, I'm Poramat from Thailand.
I'm Isa from Japan.
We are Group Pi and our product is Banabi, a high vitamin B smoothie. Think healthy,
think
think
Banabi.
Banabi.
When you hear the word mental disorder, you would imagine that it is caused by the stress and pressure from work, school, dangerous environment, or from social relationships, and so on. However, did you know that mental health is immensely influenced by the food that you consume? And this is especially true when it comes to vitamin B.
The amount of people who suffer from mental disorder is growing. This is said to be influenced by lack of vitamin B consumed every day. South Africans lack vitamin B because of cultural reasons, where they often eat heated food which kill vitamin B. Also, they have largely starch-based diet, maize and bread that lack fruit and vegetables. Lack of vitamin B causes fatigue, amnesia, stress, and depression. Vitamin B is so vital that in the United States as well as in Japan, people who suffer from depression are prescribed with the vitamin B by the doctor. The lack of vitamin B is so vital and definitely affect the South African to become the second most stressed country in the world. South Africa need a solution for it.
Banabi is a solution for it. Banabi is a high vitamin B smoothie with the main ingredients of banana, avocados, and strawberries, which are rich in the amount of vitamin B. In Banabi, as written, there are 50% of vitamin B1 to 5 and 18% of B6 and B12, which is relatively high in the amount of vitamin B. Drinking this will allow you to consume enough vitamin B needed in a day. The main ingredients Banabi will use is from nearby countries such as Angola, as we will explain later. This will allow Banabi to contain fresh fruits.
The benefits of Banabi is that it's really easy drinkable for all ages. It is also very enjoyable and delicious. After drinking it, it quickly absorbs into the body. Vitamin B then helps with mental well-being by reducing stress and fatigue, maintaining healthy brain function and increasing energy levels. South African can be mentally and physically healthy with Banabi.
Our target market is people from all ages. This is because mental disorder is a problem that is faced by all ages, even children and the young. It is said that in South Africa, 1 in 5 children suffer from mental disorders. Our product could help by allowing easy access to children to adults and having an easily drinkable taste.
We use value-based pricing strategy because our Banabi is a pioneer and unique product with mental benefit for South African. And we also found no direct competitor to our product. If we were to compare it to our indirect competitor, the simplex. Our product is a lot more enjoyable. It can be used, also be used and consumed as a type of beverages. It is also affordable, and our vitamin B are from natural ingredients.
The factory for our product is going to be placed in Angola, Luanda. This is because one of the ingredients for our product, bananas and avocados, are from Angola. Moreover, due to the fact that Angola is increasing in manufacturing growth, Banabi production can be relied on by Angola. Banabi will be sold wholesale in the shop Devland and retail in the shops Woolworth and ShopRite.
Barnaby will be mainly promoted by the use of television, especially SABC, one of the television company that has the highest rankings. In South Africa, it said that 74.68% of the households have TV. Using this penetration, we are planning on broadcasting on TV so that our target all ages people will have the most opportunity to take a look at our promotion. We will also be using point of purchase at the store. It can remind customer of our products and convert to purchasing transactions.
The technology applied when creating Banabi is a technology of HPP. HPP refers to high pressure processing, and this technology allows to keep Banabi in fresh-like premium beverages, as HPP helps preserve the color, flavor, and freshness of beverages, which can be similar as freshly squeezed smoothie. It also reassures food safety, as HPP can reduce relevant pathogens and bacteria in the smoothie. It can extend its shelf life as well from anywhere between 6 weeks and 3 months or even longer. The nutrition and the functional properties of the smoothie would be undamaged by the technology of HPP, and smoothie will maintain its characteristics. In addition, it supports technology with no limitations on packaging. Previously, only flexible plastic packaging was possible, but now with the technology of hyperbaric bulk, it is possible to use glass, cardboard, or 100% biodegradable packaging.
This is Banabi's project timeline from March to July. Company setup, financial analysis, and marketing would be done mainly. The production start from July, a month before the official launch in August. After the launch, there would be advertisements as well as reviews for it.
This is Banabi's financial plan. The total investment is $350,000, and our payback period would be in the 3rd year. Financial plan is shown in a 5-year scale from 2021 to 2025. From 2023, there will be net profit of 14.23%, 18.41%, and 47.45% respectively.
Our short-term goal is to create new job opportunities, which will help reduce unemployment rates in South Africa. Our goal is to also profit in the 3rd year, and lastly, create brand awareness for the first drinking vitamin B company.
For our long-term goal, we will want to expand our product to be worldwide, as mental disorder is one of the largest problems faced by all over the world. Banabi plans on starting worldwide expansion from nearby African countries such as Angola, which is where we manufacture. In addition, we will create various flavors and create a series. Creating a powder form of our product
Thank you,
would also
Team Pi.
lead to positive.
Yes, this
Such as-
concludes our presentation. Thank you, Team Pi. We will now proceed to the Q&A. Judges, the room is yours. Please raise any questions you may have for the team. Judges, you may just raise.
Hi, guys.
Yes.
Just a quick question for you guys. So because your prompt product is banana avocado, so I believe these fruits will oxidize. So how do you deal with the oxidation of these fruits?
Oh, I'm using the technology of HPP. This is like it pressures the beverages, and it allows the drink to extend its shelf life, so it can be contained in the package for a longer time due to this technology. and yeah.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't oxidize in this technology?
Oh, I think there is going to be some time where it oxidizes if it's like if only if it's long, but I think this technology allows more than 3 months to not oxidize. So
Okay, great. Thank you.
yeah.
Hello,
Hi,
this is. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sure. Just a quick question on your target audience. I'd like to hear a bit more about your target audience and about any other promotions that you might have more specific to your specific target audiences.
Our
Our
promotion.
target audience is like the employed audience that have like health issues and they want to improve their issue. But mainly our target audience is like all ages because it helps all ages with vitamin B deficiency.
Oh, and I think you mentioned about the promotion.
Yes. Any more additional specific elaborations about the promotions?
Oh, so using this television SABC, this is one of the platform that allows like wide range of age to consume our promotion. So we chose this type of promotion and point of purchase.
Okay. Hi, Team Pi. I would like to follow on the question of Nissan. For the target market, I agree that this will be beneficial to all ages. But I think I want you guys to look at targeting a specific target market, because there's a saying that if you're targeting everyone, you're not targeting at all. So I want you to look at a specific promotion, a specific target, specific in terms of packaging. For younger ones, there will be a specific packaging, specific promotion, and then if there's a young for the older target market, you have a separate promotion as well. So what do you think about that?
If we were to target a specific audience, I think it is going to be more of workers or around workers' age, because unemployment is one of the biggest problem in South Africa, and that is also what leads to mental illness and disorder. So I think if we were to target a specific audience, I think it would be the workers.
Thank you, judges, and thank you, Team Pi. The Q&A timing is up, so thank you for all your questions, judges, and also your answers, Team Pi. We now conclude the presentation of Team Pi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, our second grand finalist presenting team is Team Asia Invasion. In 10 years, Niti City from Thailand wants to start and develop a business providing the most innovative experience to humanity. When Shinsei from Japan wants to start a company in his passion area, music. Now, we will ask our second presenting team, Asian Invasion, to share their presentation on screen and put video and unmute themselves. Team Asian Invasion, would you please share your presentation on screen?
Hello, can you see this?
Hello.
And put on your video and unmute yourself, yes, so we can see you.
Yes. You can hear us fine, right?
Okay. So judges, please give us a thumbs up when you are ready. Okay. Team Asian Invasion, please give us a thumbs up when you are ready. Team Asian Invasion, you may now start your presentation.
Good morning, I'm Nitisit from Thailand.
And I'm Shinsei from Japan.
We are Team Asian Innovation, and today we're going to present our market entry strategy for our application, Mindstream, the mental vaccine.
Even before COVID-19, research shows that 1/3 of the country's population is mentally ill, while the country is on the bottom fourth in mentally health treatment availability. Data also shows that 75% of the clinical staff doesn't have a caring attitude, which leads to citizens only spending 7% of their income on healthcare. They're also threatened by unemployment, as the unemployment rate in South Africa hit the highest rate since 2008. When these mental stress lasts for long, it will lead to further disease that may cause death. Anyhow, even though the country seems undeveloped on medical end, an opportunity still stands with over 50% of the population being able to access the internet. And that's where our application comes in. Our product, Mindstream, is an application platform where users connect with a mental health professional so they can receive face-to-face therapy online. Therapists will diagnose and treat different mental conditions that fit each customer.
So this is how our application would work. After downloading Mindstream on your device, you would have to register, giving us your basic information. We would then send you to a chatbot where you would have to answer 20 standard mental questions. You'd be diagnosed with mental issues, for instance, high stress, and you'll be given a 1-week schedule consisting of ways you can improve your situation. Each day, we will stream pre-recorded videos to you where you will be guided by our therapists on each activity. After 1 week, you will then have to answer the same 20 questions and you will be given the results. You'll be given the option whether you want to continue the practice or not. And if you do, we will send you a payment option and you will be scheduled to have a live session with our therapist who will be arranging your schedule. For a business model, our application involves 4 main parties and each gaining a benefit of their own. Our application will get 60% revenue sharing and database for future opportunities. The Chulalongkorn University in Thailand, where we would be hiring our certified art therapists, would be getting 40% revenue sharing and $100,000 for initial app development. Our consumers will be able to enjoy freemium app benefits. And finally, the same foundation would get a 10% donation from our net profit.
Our product is a blue ocean strategy, so there are few competitors. An application like Calm and MoodFit is affordable but less efficient because it is only a self-meditation app. Talkspace is a strong competitor that offers online treatment by therapists, but is expensive. And also individual therapists are also efficient but expensive. Our product, Mindstreams, offer online therapy face-to-face at a low price, which makes our product the most affordable and efficient out of all. Mindstream's positives are that we provide efficient, accessible, and affordable treatment. It not only benefits the users, but also the therapist by increasing their sales and providing a new unbounded business location. We also benefit the medical institutions by donating 10% of our net profit.
And for our target market, we would be targeting urban people between the age of 15 to 64 of all and gender. And these people would need access to the internet, and their psychographic interests should be in the health and wellness field, striving for a better life. We also offer a freemium pricing strategy where customers would be able to get a 1-week free trial working with our video stream. Later, with the paid option starting with $30, they would get diagnosed by a therapist. We chose to make the application free to start to get a massive amount of trials who would later be converted to regular users.
Our application will be available free on download in both App Store and Play Store. Consumers will also be able to access our system online through search engines like Google and Yahoo. Our application of technology includes our programming, which allows our application to be accessible on both application and web. We have video streaming technology that allows us to share instruction videos and a live video function for patients to be able to talk face-to-face with a therapist. And finally, our application allows users to be able to pay their treatment online.
To reach our target market, our promotion strategy would be all online by promoting our video streaming content with digital advertising. We would use key opinion leaders who are related to mental illness to create awareness on the topic, And we will use social media and search engine optimization to create engagement and trial. For the project timeline, we would start studying our project in March. In parallel, we would develop our application to get our first prototype. We would then do a second prototype and finalize our product. We would do a launch on October 10th, which is also the World's Mental Health Day. For a marketing plan, from October to December 2021, we would try to create awareness, having people gain knowledge about mental well-beingness. From January to March, we would then try to build engagement and have people try our application. And from April to December, we would try to have people use our application on a daily basis. And for our financial plan, we would have an initial investment of $500,000, and our break-even point would be during the third month in the fourth year, with our net profit starting in the fourth year with at least 10%.
To measure the success of our application, we set a milestone at every stage of work to monitor the performance as planned. The very first stage is on the launching period. We aim to gain awareness among the target group at 10 million people to get 129,000 downloads. Then we expand our user base to 390,000 downloads and get 11,000 premium users to start making a profit. Next is to gain more premium users at 23,000 users to reach break even and start to return to support social. Final milestone is to expand our service to other countries. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team Asian Invasion. We will now proceed to the Q&A session. So judges, once again, the floor is yours. Please raise any questions you may have for the team. I see that Neptune, you do have a...
Thanks. Yep. Thanks, Team Asian Invasion. How do you make sure that the user are properly matched with a therapist?
So for matching user with the right therapist, we would have to have them answer 20 specific questions to start, and where they would be diagnosed with certain issues, like having high stress, then they would be given to a therapist and talk to them individually. After that, the therapist will give them the schedule and match them with the right way to treat.
Is there additional metric in terms of their personality matching? Because it's not just the personality of the user, but the personality of the therapist.
We would have to do that like after the few months of like trial, because I feel like if we make it hard for the users, they would not want to try our application to start.
Okay, thank you.
Right, next, I think there's a question from Darius. Darius, over to you.
Hi, just to follow up on that, I think 20 questions at the beginning may get you just is a very simple gauge of the I will say the customer or your patient.
Understand?
Maybe you may want to think about if they want to start paying for the service. I think
Yes.
there will need to be more screening and filtering
Yes.
towards the therapist at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first 20 questions is for the free freemium trial, which is free. And after the user started to pay, we're going to have a face-to-face therapy online with the therapist. So it will be more high quality.
Thank you.
Hi, Nathan here.
Yes, Nathan,
Just
please.
to wrap it up. Sure, thanks. Just to wrap it up, just want to understand a bit more about what exactly is the value proposition? How exactly do you plan to sell this out to the general public in South Africa? And following up on that as well is the follow-up question of what exactly is your branding awareness plans? Because trying to launch something new, like a new digital product, would definitely require quite a lot of branding awareness to be done. So what are your plans and strategies around that?
So for the promotion, first of all, we would do it online because data says that more than 50% of the people can access the internet. And then we would also use key opinion leaders as shown on screen about people who are very popular in African, who have said publicly that they have faced mental issue before, so they could relate to the African people a little bit more. And we would have to raise the awareness of the people for a few months before actually launching the product and making them feel like it is a necessity.
Okay, is there any more question from our judges?
Yeah, hi.
Okay, there's one from
Just a
Jenny.
quick question. So, because this is on the mental, so what if somebody is not really, okay, answer all the questions, but probably they have a suicide attendance or something like that. So how you guys like identify him or her, or what do we do with the if somebody has this suicide? Yeah.
Sorry. So if somebody has what? Sorry, can you restate that?
Okay. So what if somebody, because this is on the mental, the mind stream thing.
Yes.
So what if somebody has like the mentality of suicide? So can the app define this person with a suicide attendant?
So with the 20 question, we can screen them to a certain point. So I would say like if they have like a very critical situation, we would have to contact them to a therapist immediately and have the professionals like work with them.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges, for your questions. And we now conclude the presentation of second team, Asian Invasion. Thank you. Our third grand finalist presenting team is the Breakfast Club. So in 10 years, Aljo from the Philippines can see himself pursuing science and do media ventures such as making videos about science, whereas Chloe from Hong Kong envisioned herself leading a data ethics policy think tank. Now, we will ask our third presenting team, the Breakfast Club, to share their presentation screen, video, and unmute themselves. Breakfast Club, yes. Thank you. Okay, judges, can you please give us a thumbs up when you're ready? Thank you. And team Breakfast Club, please give us a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay, great. Now, you may now start your presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are the Breakfast Club. I want to introduce you to Annika. Annika, like 3 million other South Africans, has an intellectual disability. Picture this for a moment. Annika is at the store with her mother when she starts to feel anxious. And because she has difficulty communicating herself due to her disability, she starts screaming, pushing down racks, and hits her head against the wall. Annika's mom at another aisle doesn't notice in time and misses the intervention window. It's too late. Annika is now on the floor and she is escorted into an ambulance. Ladies and gentlemen, Annika just experienced an anxiety attack, but this is by no means an isolated case. 40% of people with intellectual disabilities suffer from mental health problems, and 63% of autistic children experience anxiety meltdowns every single day, just like Annika. There are a lot of Annikas in South Africa. Their stories, their struggles, and their plights need to be heard, and our product is an answer to that. So how can we help caregivers intervene before it is too late?
Presenting COA. COA is an innovative sensor wearable for children with intellectual disabilities. Say that I am Annika's parent. Because COA measures her heart rate, sweat, and temperature, I can constantly monitor her stress and anxiety levels through a mobile app. This app for parents is Bluetooth connected to COA's sensor on Annika. So it notifies me when these biometrics are abnormal or fluctuating, which alerts me that Annika is having a meltdown. I can now immediately intervene and calm her down with coping techniques before intervention period is over. COA's machine learning algorithm makes the sensor device increasingly personalized. After a few months, instead of only detecting and identifying when a meltdown is happening, our algorithm will also predict when a meltdown will happen in the future. Our hardware is made up of upcycled materials, and it looks like just another piece of cloth that can be easily attached to Annika's favorite shirt using snap fasteners. So, Chloe, why did we specifically choose to use sensor technologies?
Great question. That's because the global market for sensors will actually grow from 193 billion in 2020 all the way to 332 billion by 2025. And the growth rate of sensors in Africa is actually comparable to the North American and Asia Pacific growth rate. This shows the large growth potential of our product in the South African target market and the shifting trend in South Africa towards sensor technology. However, to really harness this market growth, Aljo, we need a great promotion strategy.
By partnering with special education schools and South African Department of Social Development, we can reach more local students with special needs and their caregivers. We will also advertise through telling stories of local South African influencers with disabilities and media platforms run by our partners. We will provide a full 30-day refund and a discount for families affiliated with our partner schools and organizations. And through global celebrations like World Autism Day, we will increase our reach for more families in need. We will distribute our products physically and digitally. Physical distribution caters to 64% of South Africans who prefer shopping in stores despite of the pandemic. COA will be distributed to the largest malls and retail supermarkets throughout the country. However, to make sure our product is more accessible during COVID-19, we will use e-commerce platforms like Jumia, deemed as Africa's Amazon, and Takealot. Because although South Africa's current internet penetration rate is low, by 2025, e-commerce will be worth 75 billion US dollars in South Africa's African leading economy.
Compared to the higher prices of our competitors, we've set COA at 670 Rand through penetrative pricing, where we're looking to sell our products at a low price to penetrate the South African market, gain market share quickly, and become a market leader in mental health tech. We also set a relatively lower price as parents of intellectually disabled children already spend between 60,000 and 75,000 US dollars on non-medical costs each year. And so we don't want our product to add an even larger burden to their already high living costs. We not only have the upper hand of being cost effective, but COA is also highly scalable. We're looking to scale beyond the mental health industry to different target populations like dementia patients, where caregiver to patient contact is crucial. In addition to caregivers, we also provide long-term data trends to mental health professionals so they can create personalized coping strategies for their patients. We ultimately hope that children will no longer need COA when our product teaches them how to self-identify an anxiety attack and implement their own coping techniques.
COA expects to gain a net income of 416,000 Rand with a profit margin of 13% after deducting corporate tax. Although in order to achieve such profit, we require 3 million Rand in investment. We assure to bring back 9.70% of the initial investment in the first year. We need to sell 4,000 units to pay off all of our expenses. The largest operating expense is salary and benefits. This is because we pay our manual workers 3 Rand higher than the minimum wage per hour for our low-skilled work. Also, for every unit of our product we sold, we will give to charities and institutions that focus on the support with people with ASD and ID. Assuming we obtain at least 10% of annual growth, we estimate a net income of 416,000 in the first year, 747,000 Rand in the next, and 1.08 million Rand in the third year.
We will indicate our short-term success by evaluating our monthly sales expectations and ensuring our annual rate is at or greater than 10%. And in the long run, we hope to reach a 40 to 50 NPS and reduce the stigma surrounding mental health. At the end of 2021, we'll conduct market research on children with intellectual disabilities and establish an advisory boards. We'll then set up our distribution channels and launch our social media advertising campaigns.
Okohola, Suma, Kowa. We detect, we connect, and we believe.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, the Breakfast Club. We will now proceed to the Q&A session. Judges, please raise any questions you have. I see that we have the first question coming from Neptune. Neptune, over to you.
Yeah, so one of your competitive advantage is the cost. So how do you make sure that the production cost will be very low and that will be competitive in the hardware wearable market?
Yeah, so for us, our sensor is actually quite adaptable. So at the first few years, if we cannot produce our own materials, we can actually use any smartwatch and install an application where that can also track their sensors and the biometrics of a user. But in terms of the production process, we want to make sure to, we're looking at biodegradable materials, but we're also looking to cut costs in different areas, such as distribution, because we do want to keep our production quality high. We are going to keep our costs for those relatively higher and look to cut costs in other areas. Thanks for the question.
Thanks for the question. I think, Nathan, you also have a question for our students.
Just like to understand a bit more about your total addressable market from South Africa to start off, and maybe you guys have a bit more understanding about the demographics amongst the kind of like target market who can actually afford your product and the kind of markets in Africa who actually can't afford the product, and what your plans are about that.
Yeah, so as mentioned, our competitive advantage is price because we've set our product pretty low in price. Our product is at around 500 Rand, whereas 600 Rand, whereas Awake Labs is at 10,000 Rand. So for us, it's really about looking at how our market price stacks up against other competitors. But as mentioned, we want to make this as affordable as possible. So we are providing 30-day free trials for parents and families to really test out the product to make sure they fully like it before investing in the full cost. So for us, it's really about putting our families and parents first because we are a social enterprise and we want to support families and children with disabilities.
Okay, any more questions, judges? Okay, if no, then we now conclude the presentation of our third team, the Breakfast Club. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Now, moving on, our fourth grand finalist presenting team is Team Summit. In 10 years' time, Shi Chi from Malaysia wants to be successful and respectful in her career, and Amila from the Philippines wants to be someone who does good and make a difference in the community. Now, we will ask our fourth presenting team, Team Summit, to share their presentation screen, video, and unmute themselves. Team Summit, please share your video and unmute yourself in your presentation. Okay, we see it now. So judges, are you ready? Great. Team Summit, please give us a thumbs up when you're ready. Team Summit, you may start your presentation now.
Hello, judges. We are Poi Shi Chi and Yaeli Abraham from Team Summit. Today we want to talk about our product, Pacify Vests. Let's start with some background. 1 in 5 South Africans are affected by anxiety disorder each year. But one type of anxiety disorder that especially stands out in South Africa is agoraphobia. If a South African were to develop a mental disorder in any time of their life, there's nearly a 10% chance that the disorder would be agoraphobia. Agoraphobic people feel extremely uncomfortable in social activities and are distressed if they perceive a situation to be inescapable. This develops avoidance behavior where they start isolating themselves from the crowd. And in South Africa particularly, the mental health stigma means having mental disorders is frowned upon, discouraging patients to seek help, resulting in their mental states worsening. It's important to note that agoraphobic people have challenges during the most common daily tasks, from going out alone to taking public transportation. Because of the stigma, those with agoraphobia may also be prone to unemployment and other difficulties. Our company, Pacify, targets all patients in South Africa suffering from agoraphobia, hoping to give them courage, support, and assurance to regain their social life.
Introducing Pacify, a series of anxiety relief weighted vests that is designed for all ages and genders. Now let's get to the features. The first feature, gentle pressure on your shoulders. Can you remember that one time when someone put their hands on your shoulders and somehow magically calm you down? We will recreate this situation using steel pads as weight that are embedded in cushions to exert even pressure on both of your shoulders. The cushions are also designed according to your muscle anatomy to ensure comfort. The second feature, a warm hug from behind. Inside the buttons, there's a hidden layer made of breathable elastic mesh fabric that provides deep compression onto your torso, just like a big hug. Now, the third feature is a place to keep your insecure hands warm. Inside the pockets, we inserted a tough strap just in case you need something to fidget with secretly when you are nervous. Now, you might wonder, how exactly can this little vest help with agoraphobia? The features we mentioned above simulate deep touch and pressure, becoming input to your proprioceptive sensory system. The happy hormones flow out, reducing anxiety, enhancing your focus, and calming meltdowns. With Pacify, we are not only providing instant relief for anxiety, but also we are shaking the roots of the disorder itself, in which the patient's feeling of being unsafe. We will be their companion in every trip they take so that they know that they are not alone.
Now, why choose us? One defining feature of our product is the subtlety of our design. Our product is designed to look like a casual piece of clothing to avoid making customers stand out. This feature is especially important in South Africa as we are entering a market where mental illnesses are heavily stigmatized. Comparatively, our competitors' vests only use sandbags to increase the weights at the hips, which is more bulky compared to the fitting steel pads that we've designed. We will also price our products higher than our competitors to establish the image of high quality and trustworthiness. Besides that, our product stands out from our competition and serves as a necessity for our severe agoraphobia patients.
Now let's move on to marketing strategies. The question is, how will we present our product? Agoraphobic patients are self-conscious and avoid being stand out. When marketing our product, we try to emphasize on the subtlety of our product therapeutic function. We try to not create distance from the fact that we are a mental well-being product. Instead, we want to build the image as a normal clothing that brings confidence and power. The first marketing tool we use is putting out brochures at mental facilities around South Africa, directly approaching our main target market. This is especially effective when this is the time where the patients are health concerned. Second, we'll advertise on TV and social media to create multiple exposure and introduce our product to the public, reaching to those patients that are struggling themselves without a formal medical help.
Now, moving on to placing and distribution, our product will be manufactured in China, where the materials will be sourced. Then with MSK Maritime Logistics, the ready products will be exported from a port in China to a port in South Africa and then stored in a warehouse at Johannesburg. We are planning to have 2 distribution channels, the first being mental facilities, which although agoraphobic patients avoid going out as much as possible, this is one location they cannot avoid. Therefore, we can partner with these facilities by providing them a stable supply of our product. It's a win-win situation where they will have a new line of resources while we can directly make sales. The second channel is Amazon and our company website. By the end of 2021, an estimated 24 million South Africans will be shopping online. Amazon is also one of the top e-commerce websites in South Africa, and it will be a major convenience to the target market as it lets them stay in their safe spaces while purchasing.
The financial plan, the variable cost per unit will be $16.96 US. The fixed cost is $23,000 US, and the startup fees will be $9,653 US. Based on the projected income statement, we're expecting to start profiting only in the 3rd year, and across the 4 years, the total net profit gain will be approximately $321,000 US. We will break even at 4,287 units, And the investment needed for our project is $270,000 US, and the ROI is expected to be around 19%.
Our project timeline is divided into phases. We set up product development, material sourcing, manufacturing, marketing, distribution, and review.
Our short-term goals: first, to sell 100 units of our product in a year and create an impression to 80% of our targeted market. In the long term, we want to expand our design to keep up with the fashion trends. Second, break through the mental health stigma and raise awareness on mental disorder. And third, to take our business a step further by partnering with South African Federation of Mental Health. Us, Pacify, strives to provide companionship and comfort to agoraphobia patients, giving them a new chance to regain their social lifestyle. Thank you. That's all for my presentation.
Thank you, Team Summit. We will now proceed to the Q&A session. Okay, we see.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead, Neptune.
So can you explain again what's the existing products in the market and how are you different from them?
I think the most distinct difference from our product and the existing product is the location that we make our weight. On our product, our weight is focused on the shoulders and it's thin and it's cushioned. But in other competitors' product, the weights are only sandbags that is tight at the waist. So it will be bulky, it will be not convenient, and the outer look of it stands out from the normal fashion. So it makes the agoraphobia patient feel uncomfortable.
Nathan, I see there's a question from you. Yes?
Hi, guys. So if you guys do really well and people start copying your product, what are your plans about that? So this involves application of technology, and how do you plan to keep on innovating and improving your product to continue on engaging with your target audience?
We will continue follow up the fashion trends. So we will keep our product up to date, so it will be not left out in the era. So I think we included patent in the financial plan, and we have plans to actually consulting firms and making our product unique to us.
Hi guys. Just because you're mentioning you're using steel plates, so are these steel plates heavy? I mean, when you wear it, is it heavy on the vest to wear them? And also, who will buy this vest?
The steel vests are actually very small and they can be customizable. And it's gonna come with a padding that will also add some of the weight so that not too much steel weight will need to be used. And your question to who will buy this vest, our target market is agoraphobia patients who have a phobia of having anxiety episodes in public. So what we wanted to do with our vest, how it's different from others, is that we made the mental well-being functions of it very subtle. So if you were to see it from a distance, you would not be able to tell that it's a corrective product. It just looks like a regular casual clothing that everyone can wear. So yeah.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions, judges. We now conclude the presentation of our fourth Team Summit. Thank you. So moving on, our fifth Grand Finalist presenting team is Team Lumos. In 10 years' time, Zach DeVille from Singapore wants to be a CEO of his own company, and Chae Yoon from South Korea wants to be an influential pioneer who can solve society's problems. Now, we will ask our fifth presenting team, Team Lumos, to share their presentation screen, video, and unmute themselves. Team Lumos, please share your screen. Good.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, very clearly.
All right, okay, that's good.
Okay. Judges, are you ready? And so Team Lumos, are you ready? Give us a thumbs up.
Yes.
Team Lumos, you may now start your presentation.
All right. Good morning, judges and finalists. My name is Sakti.
My name is Chae-Yoon.
And today we'll be presenting to you about Joyride. This is the table of contents we'll be covering for today. So what is Joyride and why is it more than just two wheels? What our company does is that we produce Joy bikes that are lightweight, foldable, and they come with a mini tablet and a phone application, and it can also transform into a stationary bike for workouts. So what's so special about this bike and how can it help with your mental well-being? That's where our technology comes in. You see, our bikes and software serve three main purposes, which is to help our users socialize, exercise, and journal. So how do we do that? Well, our tablet will show you other active joyriders on the road for you to meet and cycle together with. It can even help you create events for users such as scenic trails into new areas to take our joyriders for an adventure. It will also notify users of ongoing events in the area, such as flea markets or live concerts that users can cycle to. And for exercise, our Joy bike can transform into a stationary bike for indoor and outdoor workouts that can be provided by the tablet. It will also create workout events such as group outdoor soul cycle events for users to come together and exercise. We will have goals and competitions monthly and weekly that users can aim to achieve alone or together as a friend group or community to level up their Joy bar in the app. Our most impressive feature is our journal. We have a voice assistant built in to check up on the rider and to encourage our user to make daily goals and give daily breathing exercises for them. We will also have audio journaling with prompts for our user to develop a habit of journaling their emotions during the day. They can also upload photos into their journal of their favorite joyride moments and the new people they have met. There are a multitude of benefits of Joy bike for the mind, body, and soul. A simple 30 minutes exercise can improve sleep quality and cognitive function due to better blood flow and the release of happy hormones. Cycling has also shown to reduce depression by 20 to 30%. And our journaling feature will help users with stress and anxiety management significantly. By exercising and meeting new people, it will help improve the self-esteem of our users. And they also feel like they're part of a bigger community participating in events and achieving goals. Our Joy bike creates opportunities to socialize to help our user feel less alone by helping creating lasting relationships with others. And we can also track the moods better and report to the authorities if there's anything amiss with the user, if they're missing events or they're not even getting on the bike. This is the SWOT analysis of Joyride. Some of our strengths are the range of benefits and functions we produce and the fact that we are one of a kind and it's also low cost. Our weakness might be the short battery life that our tablet produce, and our opportunities are collaboration initiatives where we can collaborate with companies and get funded and exposure through the CSR funds, or we can collaborate with restaurants to get discounts if our users were to complete a certain goal. And our threats will be the existing bike rental shops in Africa, and also might get stolen. Our target market, which is also our why. We are targeting the youth market aged between 14 to 25 years old, because the survey showed that 41% of youth in Cape Town alone, aged between 14 to 16, have experienced depression and 16% have faced anxiety. And we want to target this younger audience because more than half of mental illness onset during adolescence. And we want to combat this as early as possible with Joyride. Now I'll pass my time on to Chae-Yoon.
Moving on to the marketing strategy, we are planning to proceed with a 3-track promotion. First, as our target market is focusing on the age range of 15 to 24, and we are planning to start the distribution based on the university students, we are going to provide a student discount and enable monthly installments to create a lower financial barrier. Also, in case of the customers who already have a bike or who prefers phone applications over the tablet, they have options to purchase only the tablet or the phone application. With a lower price than buying the whole set, those customers can also join the community. Since more customers are beneficial for activating the community and we aim to improve the mental well-being of the youth, we will try to set the price low for more customers to join us. The community is based on their university or the place of residence, and task solving is accomplished in 2 ways, individually and on a community basis. Therefore, the users can invite other acquaintances to solve the group task faster. Last but most importantly, we'll focus on our unique look of yellow and red wheel that is apparently noticeable, and these bikes on the street and photos shared online will increase the public awareness. Users can also customize their own Joy bike by changing the color of the body or imprinting their favorite taglines when ordering. Imagine Joy bikes on the street with their unique designs, but with the same yellow and red wheels. So following the customer's journey, you might see the bikes with impressive designs on the street or on Instagram, and you may be invited to the community of University of Cape Town. Since you are a student, you may get some discount and decide to buy a bike with your own design. Or if you have a bike, you may get some purchase and you may purchase the phone application or the tablet through our app. If you order the bike or a tablet, you may visit your Joy spot to pick up. After then, you can enjoy your ride visiting recommended flea markets around your residence or accomplishing some tasks such as going to a beach nearby. We will start our business in the central cities where the population is dense the most. In case of distribution, the manufactured products imported from China will be transported to the warehouse in South Africa, where we will assemble the tablet with the bike. Then the products will be distributed to the Joy spots near universities or malls according to the pre-order received. This is our cost breakdown, total $85 per one Joy bike. Due to our estimation that 20% of the population between 15 to 24 in 3 central cities will purchase our products, our operating income percentage of sales will be 20.12%. This is our vision for the next 5 years. After we settle on the central cities, we will increase the number of Joy spots and extend to further provinces. After then, we would expand the service through various collaborations with event planners and tasks to increase our reach in the community. Moreover, we will contribute to the improvement of infrastructures in South Africa for further uses of our bikes. And we would engage in programs for socializing and mental relieving based on our initial proposal. Keep your mind, body, and soul happy with Joyride.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team Lumos. We will now proceed to the Q&A sessions. Judges, please raise any questions you may have for Team Lumos.
Hi team.
Hi.
Hi. What is the difference between the app and what's on the tablet? Are they exactly the same thing?
It's the same thing. So you can have a tablet that you can attach to your bike, or you can have, if you want to have it on your phone, you can even use that too. Yeah. So the tablet, we will give it to you. That's why it's higher cost. But the app is just through you can unlock the app to access all the features similar to the tablet.
So you may probably have a Bluetooth device that's attached to if the user has their own bike, that Bluetooth device will communicate with the app.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Hi, Nissan here. Could you guys explain a bit more about your application of technologies focused on mental health and what's the next steps for you guys focusing on mental health?
So we have 3 components, which is socializing at the heart of it, because we don't want people to feel left out. So we want to create more events where people can come together and communicate and talk to each other and build a healthier lifestyle. And through exercising, has many data shown that exercising helps with improving mental well-being, especially in the youth. So we want to also encourage the users to go out and exercise and cycle, and it also have reduced risk of depression by 20 to 30%. And I think the most important feature is the journaling, because if you go to any counsel or therapy, they always ask you to journal down your thoughts every day to manage with your stress and anxiety, and that's what youth really deal with that will lead to depression. So if you start that habit early through the bikes, that will really help with stress and anxiety management. And expanding further, we want to invest into more infrastructure in South Africa to build more infrastructure for biking. And we will also want to collaborate with more events and social gathering events with the Joyride, so users feel more appreciated. You know, they're a part of a community, and this community gets access to so many events.
Hello.
Hi.
How many do you expect will get the whole package, the bike and the tablet, and how many do you expect you will just use the app?
So we break down 70% will get the bike and the whole package, because we have priced our bike at 2,000 rands, while a normal bike costs 4,000 to 6,000 rands. And then the application is 20% because it's more accessible. than buying a whole tablet, while the tablet will be our most least favorable product because it's priced in between, which is 10% of our market. So that's what we estimate. So 70% for the whole package and 20% application, 10% tablet.
Okay, we now conclude the presentation of our fifth team, Team Lumos. Thank you, team, and thank you, judges. So moving on to our sixth grand finalist presenting team is the Viennese Medicos. Wonder what the team members would want to be in 10 years? Titat from Thailand wants to work in a field of his interest, which is medicine as of today. Rainy from the Philippines wants to survive medical school, coincidentally the same field as her team member. Rainy wants to specialize in plastic surgery and rehab medicine. Now, we will ask our sixth presenting team, the Viennese Medicos, to share their presentation screen, video, and unmute themselves. Team, can you share your video and also presentation?
Is it sharing then?
Good, we see it now. So, judges, are you ready? Team, are you ready? Give us a thumbs up. So team, you may now start your presentation.
Good afternoon. Today we will be presenting our company, Luna, and our strategy to expand our market to South Africa and beyond. Did you know that according to the SEDAG, as many as 1 in 6 South Africans suffer from anxiety, depression, or substance use problems? Also, a 2005 South African stress and health study revealed that South Africa loses about $2.3 billion a year as a result of untreated mental illness. So how will Luna's product cater to our target market? First, let's discuss who our target market is exactly. Our target market is South African millennial women aged 21 to 38 years old. They are in the lower middle to upper middle class with a monthly income of around $1,550 to $4,800. Our target audience is often afraid to get help for mental illness. Only 27% of South Africans who report severe mental illness ever receive treatment because there is a stigma surrounding mental health in South Africa. It is seen as a weakness. There isn't even a word for depression in some African languages. So even if today more people are open to seek out help, they rarely receive treatment. However, a study also revealed that South Africa is the sleepiest nation in the world, averaging 9 hours of sleep per day. A study conducted by Ian Cook et al. Revealed that even though South African women slept more than males, sleep quality was worse for them. They are unable to sleep without interruption because quantity does not equal quality. These women have untreated anxiety, and it causes their bodies to struggle more with falling asleep. Not only does anxiety affect women's sleep, but so can premenstrual syndrome. Women with PMS are twice as likely to experience insomnia before and during their period, and 30% of women said they experience sleep problems during menstruation. What our target market needs is an accessible solution that transforms their quality of life for the better. So what is that solution? Introducing Luna. The Luna lamp has multiple features. It is a sleep tracker linked to its very own app, an LED lamp with calming colors to soothe anxiety, a diffuser with special essential oils, and also a thermometer, clock, and Bluetooth speaker. JJ?
So we compared Luna with similar South African brands such as Better Sleep as well as Oko Life, both of which lack sleep-related functions and are priced relatively higher than Luna. For pricing, Luna will be priced at a mere $69 US, giving us a gross profit margin of 36%. Next, Rain will further expand our unique selling points and value propositions.
Luna, unlike existing sleep products, is able to provide users with sleep data insights. Luna has an app which syncs to and analyzes data from existing health apps. The diffuser features our own line of essential oils, which utilize 2 of South Africa's biggest fruit trade exports, oranges and grapes. These fruits give possible benefits such as anxiety reduction and increased BDNF. Luna is also cheaper than its main competitors, and it can analyze temperature so menstruating women have an easier time falling asleep. It can also measure humidity, noise levels, and luminosity. Next, we'll have JJ to talk about our marketing plans.
We'll use this marketing funnel to outreach towards our consumers. First, we plan to spread awareness about our product by having a strong social media presence and outreach through paid and organic promotion via social media platforms, as well as search engine marketing and video advertisements. Next, we want to utilize KOLs, or key opinion leaders, who will help promote our product by representing our product and brand image in the long term. These two outreach platforms will help increase engagement with Luna and create a consumer demand for our product. Next, we want them to convert them to become our users through different promotions such as first-time customer discounts to boost our customer conversion rates. Moving on, we want them to become advocates for our product. This can range from a simple review online or purchasing Luna as a branded gift for their loved ones. In addition, we want to strive towards building a customer referral incentive program to encourage current customers to refer new customers to shop with Luna in exchange for different perks and discount privileges. Luna's brand presence will be separated into two of South Africa's largest economic hubs. We chose for our management and headquarters teams to be located in Cape Town because of higher economic development and a diversified population. In addition, we also strive to become a member of the Silicon Cape Initiative, an ecosystem for tech-based startups such as Luna to receive support and opportunity and to be able to connect us to different stakeholders in the industry, as well as potential investors and partners. Meanwhile, our production and shipping facilities will be located in the city of Johannesburg because it is less expensive and will help reduce operational costs. In addition, Johannesburg is home to OR Tambo Airport, which is the main hub for international trade. We plan to ship in materials abroad for quality control so that we'll be able to distribute it worldwide. In addition to e-commerce platform, we plan to sell a product through local and international retail stores. We chose Massmart for local retail and Walmart for international retail because they are economically correlated. They have strategic vendor partnership and a large global outreach. In this slide, you can see a visualization of how we want to distribute our products. Local retailers will receive our product directly through our transport cars. For online orders, we utilize local couriers. And finally, all international distributions will be done through OR Tambo International Airport through companies like FedEx, where they will be able to distribute it to their respective destinations. Moving on to this financial plan. We estimate to receive $20,000 US from the National Empowerment Fund that promotes inclusive economic development. And we divided our income statement into different phases with different monthly goals. As you can see, the more products we are able to sell, the lower the net cost per product will be, and the higher our profit margin will be. In the year one, our estimated cost per unit is $50.6 US, and we'll have an average profit margin of 19%. During the regular phase, which means that once we have broken even in the first few years, our break-even point is 518 units per month.
So Luna's app is digitalized and analyzes data from other existing health apps instead of collecting data manually because it's more practical this way. We will also use ads through Facebook and YouTube because they are efficient in reaching our target market. We also utilize e-commerce by offering Luna lamps on Amazon, takealot.com, Etsy, and our own website. Our development timeline before selling for year one places emphasis on the completion of app development. This allows us to take away the large fee. Summarize, our project timeline consists of year one, which will be our proof of concept run, where we aim to sell 40,000 units. Year two, we want to expand our business and continue innovating so we stay ahead of the competition and sell 100,000 units. For year X, we hope to open Luna flagship stores and be present internationally, earning higher profits.
These are our KPIs, or key performance indicators, that will measure Luna's success in accordance to our timeline. So we have to ask ourselves, why Luna? Through our KPIs, we'll be able to pitch our project to one of South Africa's many VC firms. And in the long term, we also partner with different organizations and businesses, and not just in South Africa, but internationally. Luna's unique selling points as a both a physical and digital product will allow us to
our
research.
sixth team.
Thank you very much.
The Viennese medicals, thank you. We will now proceed to Q&A. Judges, please raise any questions you may have for the team. Any questions, judges? Okay,
Yeah.
I think Neptune. Yes, please, Neptune.
I have. Can you explain again what's the product on the what's the product now in the current market, and how are different is Luna?
So our competitors, mainly in South Africa, are just simple diffusers, which are Better Sleep and Oko Life, and they utilize e-commerce platforms to sell them. However, they don't collect sleep-related data and don't have these functions. So we believe that having a physical product rather than an app that may be free or not will allow us to collect more data and that we're able to transform it to deeper insight and to be able to develop and personalize these data so that our users will be able to have better sleeping patterns and better mental well-being in the overall.
Yes, so as you can see, we added our competitors here, and there are some parts where they are lacking. Sleep data insights, some are lacking sleep timers, some are not application-based, and some are not aroma diffusers, whereas Luna has every single part of this and is priced lower.
Hi guys.
Mason, yes, please.
How do you convince potential customers to spend $70 on what something that might be seen as gimmicky? So it's more leading on to brand awareness, and how do you guys actually plan to get on that it's a validated, verified, good product?
Well, we talked about this in our marketing strategy, as well as how we want to incorporate them into like our products, Luna's ecosystem as a whole. So we want to spread awareness through like different campaigns, different ads. But then once they want existing users, we want to encourage them to become advocates for our product, so that they'll be able to share their progress via the app online, or be able to convince. And through our customer referral incentive program, we believe that this will really help increase our consumer base exponentially in the long term. So yes, thank you for that question.
Yes. So just adding on to that, how will we convince them to buy our product? That's a very good question. So it's a lot of our marketing strategy, because we took into consideration the stigma surrounding seeking help for mental health, because there are South African women who are looking for treatment but are just unable to find it, or are conditioned to think that it's a weakness to look for help. So we want to market Luna as a device to design better sleep patterns and create healthy balance in one's life, instead of directly implying that it's a device to cure anxiety, because that could repel our target market away. Sleep and mental health will always be closely connected, as research has continuously shown. So since those with mental health problems are more likely to have insomnia or other sleep disorders, Luna will indirectly and subconsciously refine their quality.
And thank you, judges, for all your questions. Thank you. This concludes the grand final presentations from all our 6 ITC Asia Pacific Grand Finalists. Once again, thanks to our grand final judges. We will now have a break while our judging panel will be doing a very difficult task. We will see you again at the 2020-21 FedEx Express JA International Trade Challenge Asia Pacific Finals Award Ceremony starting at 6 p.m. Hong Kong time, where we will be celebrating the achievements of all participating teams, as well as announcing the 3 winning teams. See you all again soon.